Hey folks, I want to show you online.maine.edu and give you some tips for completing the program details templates that we sent off to you folks for populating the database that runs online.maine.edu. So here's the website. It's onlinet.maine.edu. Feel free to go here and look around, but understand that the data is still very fluid. We don't really want the URL to get around too much until we've been able to clean up a few things and get at least some of the really good data in there. So you have two choices, blended or online programs. I'm going to click on online programs, and it takes us to an academic categories page where program coordinators can associate their program with one or two of these academic categories or program categories that come from the FAME guide. I want to look at Computer and Information Sciences. I have two programs here. We're going to look at the Computer Information Systems Associate of Science degree program. I click the link and it brings me up this nice page, which is actually populated with real data. Diana Kokoska, the program coordinator, has already completed the spreadsheet, sent it back, and we've populated our database, and now we can see the results of that. So you see some program details over here, the coordinator, the program website, financial aid and advising, which are typically campus dependent links. The Ready to Enroll button or link, when you click it, takes you to another page that gives instructions to prospective students on what they need to do in order to find out about this program and perhaps enroll in it. So click the back button. Then we have the course offering sequence, which is that 4-year course rotation schedule that we asked you to provide for us. So I click this. It takes us to the CIS-AS course rotation section, which has 4 years worth of program courses and when they're going to be offered. Note that this is not general elective. This is just the program major courses themselves. Scrolling back, scrolling down, I have program goals and learning outcomes that Diana provided. Excuse me. Then I have a section on program core courses. This is a list of the UMA courses that are required for completing this degree. I have a couple of links over here that say view scheduled classes, which we'll look at in a minute. Then we have program elective courses. These are the other non-general education courses that can be taken to fulfill the degree requirements. You can see that this is the format of this is a little messed up. We're still working, tweaking things with our web developer. Down below that we have general education courses and other requirements that the program coordinator provided to us as well. So scrolling up a little bit, excuse me, I'm looking at CIS 131, which is a UMA course called Web Applications. When I click on the View Scheduled Classes link, it takes me to a page that shows me for either the next semester or the next 2 semesters, depending on where we are in the year, worth of stuff from Main Street. So you can see that for summer 2011, this class, it should say CIS 131-Web Applications. We're again still tweaking how the data looks, is scheduled for the summer. I click on View Details and I get a little bit of more information. This comes directly from Main Street. I have a class number that students would use if they want to click this link to go to Main Street to register for this. And we have this Ready to Enroll link at the top, which is again intended to constantly steer students back to your campus website or advising center to get help for what they need to do if they want to enroll in the program itself. So clicking the back button again to get back to the list of courses that are scheduled, and I want to show you CIS 101, which is Intro to Computer Sciences. When I click that link, I see that instead of a UMA course, I have a Fort Kent course available, which satisfies the requirement for CIS 131 based on the information that the program coordinator provided to us. Again, we'd like to see, the course name here, which we'll populate when we can. If I click the View Details button, I see that this is actually COS 103. Here's the class number, the instructor. Again, it's a Fort Kent course. The title's a little bit different. You'll note that this shows up twice here. That's again a programming glitch that we're hoping to work out pretty soon. So that's pretty much it for the website. I'm going to minimize that, and then I'm going to take you to the template that that Diana completed for us to show you how this information translates. You'll notice in this template that I sent out to all you folks that there are a number of worksheets at the bottom that are labeled with sections that are necessary to populate the program details for OnlineMaine. We've got, the title, the type of degree, the campus. Here's the link for financial aid. The program coordinator's name and contact information. Here's the Ready to Enroll section that Diana completed for us that showed up on the Ready to Enroll section of the website. If I click down at the bottom, I can see the program category, where she associated her program with computer and information sciences, goals and learning outcomes, of course, major course requirements, which we think will probably be the toughest page for people to populate. This top section is for the major core courses. These are the other, again, non-general education courses that can be taken to fulfill the degree requirements. So she listed all the UMA courses here and the equivalents. That's how that COS 103, which is right here, appeared because we created that in our database. So then we skip over to the General Ed Requirements page, which is strictly a list of text. Other requirements is another list of text that you provide about residency requirements, etc. And the last tab is the 4-year course rotation or course offering sequence that is again intended to show students when they can expect to be able to take courses to fulfill this program's requirements. So that's a nice populated template. I'm going to show you a couple of more little tricks that may make this helpful. That's the wrong one. I meant to pull up a blank one. So here's the Fort Kent accounting program. It's not filled in with information yet, but I've found that people are having trouble with copying and pasting information from web pages because it makes sense to just not type it all in. I'm going to show you an easy way to do that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on back to Firefox and go to the actual program website for accounting, and let's say that I want to just take this first paragraph. So I'm going to highlight it and copy it, and then going to go back to my database, and let's say that's my long description. I want to paste it in. Well, typically I would right click on the cell and click paste, but you'll notice that when I do that, the text kind of doesn't really format very nicely. It doesn't allow me to really look at it. I don't even think I can edit it without getting this error message about that. So I'm going to kind of do this over a little bit differently. And let's say I've copied my text from my web page. This time I'm going to right click and choose Paste Special. Click that, select text because I don't want all the HTML pasted in. Click OK, and you can see that this is actually formatted kind of nicely. So I can come in here and I can edit it, I can add things to it or whatever I need to do. So that's the way to do that. Paste Special rather than a paste. The other thing I want to point out is that these worksheets are all protected, which means that you can't type or adjust them anyway without getting an error message. And in hindsight, I wish I hadn't protected these worksheets because I think it's been problematic for people. So I'm going to show you how to unlock these sheets. So on each one of these sheets that you want to unlock, go up to the Home tab of your ribbon, click in the Cells group under Format, go to Unprotect Sheet, and type in the password, which is UCLS, which stands for University College Learning Services. Then I can type in these fields. I can, make them wider. And I need to do that on each one of these sheets that I want to adjust. You may find that under major course requirements, for example, maybe I haven't given enough rows for all that, and if so, I apologize. At this point, we really want you to be able to get the data in as best you can, and then we're going to populate our database and talk to you then to go look at the website to see how it all came out. So please feel free to call me 621-3414 or email me. I'll work with you over the phone or do whatever we need to do to help you get this data up and on the website as you want it to appear. So thank you very much, and we appreciate all you've done.